Okay, let's start. For those of you who are watching us on YouTube, if you randomly saw this YouTube live, this is a Talk and Talk live, and for the next hour or like 50 minutes, we're gonna talk about some random theme. We're gonna talk in English to just practice our English skills here on Talk and Talk. If you have interest in doing something like that, go to talkandtalk.com.br. Let's start with the questions. Do you have the questions?
No.
Yes,
Yes, I have it.
All right, so do you want to read and start question number 1?
Yes. How do you handle the negotiation process and salary expectations when pursuing a job offer? Now, I'm terrible with it. I've been doing some interviews, and when they asked me about salary, I'm so desperate that I say I want anything. I just want to pay my bills, and I know I can't do it. I have to negotiate. I saw that I have to search about the industry, about the level of position, this kind of things, the place where I live. And I have to do this, but I'm desperate, so I say that I want anything.
That is exactly what I did in the past. But I was talking to my boyfriend some other day, and his mother, my mother-in-law, she works in a bridal store. She fabricates party dresses, suits, and she sews the dresses, by hand and everything like that. And she has like a simple shop in this city, Cataguases. And she was telling me that her prices are very low comparing to other stores in the market. And I said to her, if you improve your store and give your clients some coffee and some champagne, you can charge more and they will pay the double, the triple of what they are paying today, because they are having a package of stuff that you are giving to them in the atendimento, and you are showing them what is your value. So if you do this on the interviews, job interviews, if you tell them what you expect to receive, you are telling them what is your value. And people tend to value that more,
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Oh, yes, I agree.
So
It
it's
makes
hard.
sense. Totally sense.
It's hard to tell a price because we fear that when we tell what we expect to receive as a salary, the company will just shut us down and give us a no. But I think it's the opposite. I think is when you give a random price. If you don't say like, "Oh, give me everything," if you say like a random price like $2,000, you are already telling them your value.
Yeah, I agree.
It happened to me in my current job when I was doing the interview for the job that I am right now. I was very afraid to tell the price that I wanted to receive because it was above market. For example, if market they is paying 1,000 reais, I ask for 2,000 or 3,000, something like that. And they pay me even more. I ask for 2,000 and they pay me like 3,000 when they offer me the job. So this proved to me that I needed to know my value and tell them my value.
How did you answer the questions to them when they asked?
When they ask, I said that I didn't justify my spends. I talked to my psychologist, my shrink, because she guides me through this stuff. And she told me, you don't need to justify that you spent money with supermarket and rent. You don't need to justify everything that you spent money with. You just need to say that because the market is like this, you understand that you should receive this. And this is what I said to them.
I
And it
love
was enough. Yes, I like it too, because I prepare like a whole answer that justify that I spend with psychologists, I spend with the gym, I spend with supermarket. And she said, no, don't say that. You don't have to say that. All right. Let's go to question number 2. Do you think networking and building professional relationships are crucial for finding job opportunities? What do you think?
Yes, I think it's easier when we know someone who is working, who is our friend or conhecido. I don't know. Usually, I know some about some people who got a job because of a colleague, a friend, for example. And when I worked in my last job, I indicated a colleague of mine that I met him in a boot camp, and after I indicated him to the job, and it was easier to him.
I'm searching the translation for indicating. Yes, it's indicate.
Oh, thank you.
I don't see any other translation that could fit here more than indicate. All right. And did he got the job? Yes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
In the same
But because
company that you
I
work.
knew, sorry?
In the same company that you used to work, right?
Yes, but because I knew that he was good.
Oh, right. So you don't indicate someone just
Oh,
because you know them.
no. Yeah.
Me too. I have this worry, because if the person gets hired and they are bad, the company is gonna think that I didn't indicate the person correctly, or
Yes.
they don't they are not gonna trust me like before. I agree with you. The network is important, but it's not the only way, right? I got this job without any network. I just applied for a job on LinkedIn, and I got it. And I think in Brazil, as we talked in our last week, in the group that was here with me in the main room, in Brazil, you have this problem where if you have an indication, you are better and maybe you are hired. But in Europe, people tend to just look at your technical skills, at your skills, they don't look just for the indication. And I think that's better, because I don't know a lot of people. I don't know a lot of important people. So maybe a guy who is bad at the job is going to be hired instead of me, because he knows the CEO of the company. I don't like this kind of uh, I don't like the way this functions, but anyways, it's Brazil.
Yeah.
Do you want to read and answer question number 3?
What strategies and approaches do you consider important for stand out and making a strong impression during job interviews? Let me think. I think we have to wear appropriately. The clothes are important when is on site, presencial. The look is important. I think if we are kind to other people, it's important to smile and show that we want the job, show that we are motivated, and show that we are interested in the company, in the position.
Nice. I think one thing that I do in job interviews, I practice a lot in the mirror before I do the interview, but I practice as I am talking to my friend. So I don't get formal. I get very informal, you know? I don't know the translation for informal. But I try to get loose and do not talk very like robotic, because I feel that when I get loose and talk like I do on a daily basis, people tend to connect with me more, and they tend to understand that this is Sarah without any mask, you know. And I how can I say that? I percebi, forgot the word. I've noticed that this strategy makes me more likely to be hired than when I use the robotic strategy where I talk like a robot, you know. So I get to be myself, and people like that. All right, question number 4. How do you maintain a work-life balance once you have secured a job? Do you have any tips or strategies to share? Can you start?
Yes. When I was working, I didn't I didn't let do sports because
I
I
didn't
think
stop.
I didn't stop doing sports because I think it's important and it helps a lot. Even when I was tired, I me obrigava. What more? I always talked with my friends and family. And I have a dog, and I had to walk with him every day, and he helped me a lot.
I love dogs.
Yeah, I think it's not stopping. Do exercises, physical exercises.
Yes,
Take care of our health.
what about the financial life? Like, do you save money because you're afraid that you're gonna lose the job and something like that?
Yeah, I'm very, how do I say, Thai money back.
I understand you.
I hate to spend money. And when I was working, I was it was pandemic and it was easier. And I had the plan to go to Europe and Italy.
Oh,
So I saved everything. And I
nice.
was in my house with my parents.
Oh, it's easier then.
Easy. Yeah, it's easy.
Yes. I worry a lot about my financial life and how I'm gonna uh, keep myself eating and everything like that without a job. So in my first job as a software developer, it was the beginning of last year. I stayed in the job for 5 months, but my carteira was only signed for 3 months. So I just finished the período de experiência, you know?
Uh-huh.
And so I didn't get a lot of the government benefits because I stopped during the trial experiment. And I found myself without my reserva de emergência. I forgot a lot of words today, sorry. So in this current job that I got this job after the first one, so this is my second job as a software developer, I made like a personal objective, a personal goal to save and build my savings, you know, my reserva de emergência, so I won't go through that that bad phase again, because it was a phase where I got very worried. I didn't have money to do anything. I have to ask money for my parents. So nowadays everything's okay. I am almost finished with my reserva de emergência. I'm gonna be safe. All right. And the exercise thing, I like your tip. I also do that. For us who are in our 30s, almost me, but you are ready, we
Yeah.
have to keep the exercise because we have to be healthy, you know, we're not teenagers anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 5. Can you read and answer?
Yes. What are some potential challenges faced by individuals who are looking to switch careers later in life? I think the most challenging thing is the confiance of the employers, because the person doesn't have experience in the area, so they always want someone with experience. And I think because of this, it's difficult.
Yes, I agree with you. The confidence and the lack of technical skills. Sometimes people have experience, but they don't have like a lot of technical skills. But the person who is changing careers, they don't have any experience, any confidence, and any technical skills, you know. They have like this little technical skills. They have to uh, gamble on that so they can find a job. Did you transition careers? Because you said that you are graduated in geophysics.
More or less, I graduated, but I've never worked with geophysics. I graduated and I started the data science. And
Nice.
during the geophysics course, I had subjects as programming, calculus, statistics that helped me.
What do you what can you work with when you graduate as a geophysics?
What
Can you work when you graduate as a geophysics? What is the type of job that you can get?
I wanted to work at Petrobras with oil,
Yes, nice.
kind of things. It was the best area for geophysics. I think in Brazil, this area is the best, oil, and also ambiental.
Yes, environment.
And here for example, here in Italy, we have volcanoes and earthquakes. and a geophysics can work with this.
Geophysics is like a geology graduation. Is there a difference?
Yes, no, is very different. We focus more on the physics, is more similar to physics than to geology.
Oh.
We see the Earth as numbers.
Got it. I got it. That's nice. So do you study like the impact of drilling to the earth to find oil? Do you study like the forces?
Also, yes. But for example, my professor said geophysics is like a pregnant woman.
Yes.
Geophysics is who does the ultrasound, and the geologists have to cut the barriga to see. We don't. We use physics and aparelhos to capture the science and mathematical models.
That's nice. I thought it was the same. I mean, that's nice for people who like that, you know, but maybe not for you.
Physics and program and mathematics than geology.
It must be a very hard course
Yes.
to study.
I had some subjects, geology subjects, but not many.
Oh, got it. You seem like you had a lot of engineering subjects.
Yes.
It's a shame that you guys do not receive the engineering title because you study physics, calculus. You should receive that.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, we answered number 5. So let's go to number 6. How do you think remote work and telecommuting have influenced the job landscape, and what are the pros and cons associated with these trends? Let me think. I think, especially in my field, the tech field, our field, right, in general, people are, how can I say that? They don't want to accept jobs that needs to be presential. Nowadays in my WhatsApp groups, people comment like, oh, this job is, it has to be presential. What kind of crazy company is that? Nobody ever wants a presential job nowadays. People just want remote works. And I agree, if we can do our job remotely is better than doing presentially. I think that changes a lot the landscape of this field. But the cons of that, because this is the pros, right? But the cons of that is that people don't see each other a lot anymore. They don't have happy hours. They don't communicate a lot. We have to rely on the internet to communicate. So that's a bad point about that. What do you think?
I think the same thing of you. I agree. The cons is this: we don't have contact, face-to-face contact. But I think to do the work, I don't need it to be in the company. I prefer work remotely in my house, and I think I'm more focused when I'm alone and this no silêncio, I don't know. So I prefer now. I'm looking for a job, so I've been doing some process, and some companies they ask presential, And as now I'm desperate. Okay, but in the future, now and in the future, I want a remote job.
Nice. I agree with you. When we are desperate, we don't have to, but it's better
Yeah.
if we accept whatever comes, because we have to gain experience, right?
Yeah.
And we have to receive money to pay our bills. Nice. But do you see a lot of jobs in Italy that requires presential work? Or is like split, 50% is work, it's remotely, 50% is presential?
No, 50 presential and 50 hybrid.
Oh, so every,
Totally remote. It's
oh
difficult.
my God. That's weird. I thought in Europe they would be more open to that mindset.
In Italy, they have an old mindset. They don't like so much technology.
But do you consider working for other companies in Europe or just Italy?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. But when I search for remote, the concorrência is high, very high.
Oh, got it. What other countries are you searching for jobs? Germany, France?
Yes, Germany. My dream is Switzerland,
Nice.
but it's difficult. But Germany is good to our area, and
Yes.
Netherlands is good too.
Oh, right. That's true. Those are very good countries for innovation. I see
Yeah,
that they're very updated countries. How can I say that? Evolve countries that they like to be to use technology a lot. I like that. All right. Question number 7. Yes. In your opinion, what role does company culture play in job satisfaction and overall employee well-being? I love that question because I thought that if I earn a lot of money, it doesn't matter the company culture. I could stand everything because I was receiving a lot of money to do that job. But in real life, when I got a job in a bad company who didn't have any kind of benefits for the employers or employees?
is employees.
Employees, which are us, right? So I work at a company who didn't have any benefits for the employees, and the communication was bad. I didn't have anybody to teach me. I have to learn all by myself, and that's okay because we learn things all by ourselves. But I also had to to be responsible for a lot of things, even being new at the field. My boss who hired me knew that I was like a baby in the field, in the tech area, and they gave me a lot of responsibilities and I didn't know how to deal with that, so it got me very nervous and anxious. So it was a pretty bad 5 months that I spent in that company. And when I came to the current company, I realized that they have, I don't know, this whole new world of benefits for the employees, and not just the benefits. It's a updated company. It's a young company with a young mindset, and people respect other people, and they give current feedbacks of how you're doing at your work, how are you performing, and they don't fire you just because you made a mistake. They teach you how to not make mistakes again, but they keep you because you have like a cultural fit with the company. They call it like that, but I like that because I do have a cultural fit with my company. They think the same way that I do. They communicate a lot, and that's it. So nowadays I think money, it's not everything. I think the company should give us benefits and to have a nice culture, so I can feel that I am working at a right place. I cannot be anxious, And that's it. What do you think?
I think I'm agree. I'm afraid because we are on YouTube. Um, I agree. When the company is toxic, for example, it influences in our personal life too, and in our health, in mainly our mental health. So now I prefer a company that I can earn less, a little less, and I feel comfortable and to make mistakes, as you said, than being paid very well and being a toxic place.
Nice one. All right. Question number 8. Can you read and answer?
Yes. What are the most effective ways to leverage social media platforms for job hunting and professional networking? I'm learning about this. I know that in LinkedIn you have to put the keywords in every place of LinkedIn. Write down our uh, account accomplishments, explain about our job. What more? I think it is. I think keywords are the best to LinkedIn. Write down a lot, always with keywords. Explain our job. Explain if it's possible. Put the numbers, the results that we had in our past jobs. I think that's it.
Nice one. Yes, I think we have we gotta have like a complete profile,
Yeah.
so they can see we spend a lot of time worrying about our LinkedIn profile, right? I also think we have to post something, post our accomplishments, like you said, but in a form of posts to appear in the feed of LinkedIn. I hate that. I hate
I
to be
hate.
posting everything. It's just like nowadays I feel like people are posting like, oh, I bought a bottle of water. Look, I learned a lot from this bottle of water.
Yeah.
I hate that. So I try to work in my profile because I don't want to post anything. I am a low profile. Like in Instagram, in every social media, I have a low profile. I don't post a lot. So also in LinkedIn, I don't post. But I also would add to this question the Glassdoor platform. I like that a lot because this platform gave me the idea of salary and what should I ask when the company asks me how much do I want to receive. I could understand how much the company pays. So I love Glassdoor. All right, question number 9. How do you think technological advancements and automation are impacting the job market and employment opportunities? Technological advancements has impacted a lot since the industrial reform, the industrial growth, because the man was replaced by machines. So this is not a new this is not news for us. We know that we have to be always updating our knowledge to keep with what the company is requiring. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Do you have any idea?
I don't know. One thing is I saw that about the CV, because of artificial intelligence, we send our CV, and the robot
Mm-hmm.
that collects the information, and when the format of CV is wrong, it didn't get. So in this case, sometimes the company can lost or lost good good employees.
Miss, I think miss.
Yes.
Yes, that's a good point. I didn't remember that. Good point. I think also I think you have to learn how to work with AI. Nowadays is like a mandatory skill in our field, you know. You cannot just you have to be you have to have one trial with ChatGPT, you know. You cannot answer, oh, I've never entered ChatGPT. I don't know how that
Yeah.
works. Oh, that is one thing that I would add, especially in our field. Other fields are not that mandatory to know AI. Question number 10, you go.
What are some popular industries or sectors that are currently offering promising job prospects? I think tech industry. Mm,
Yes, but in the sector of tech industry, what kind of what are the names of the companies? Like Google is one of.
yeah, Google, Amazon.
Yes. Let me
Um,
see. I
yeah.
think Facebook is Meta, you know, is like a good company to work, but they currently had those scandals, you know. I don't know if that is
Yeah.
a scandal, but they hire a lot of people and they fire a lot of people. So I don't know if I would like to work that there.
Microsoft.
Microsoft is a good one. I don't know about other companies about how they work as a paying company, if they pay well, if they give you benefits. I don't research that a lot.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Question number 11. Should there be specialized training programs or initiatives to help individuals gain the skills needed for in-demand jobs? Yes, I think, or the government should give us like tech updating, you know, to update, especially old people who don't know how to deal with technology and they want to enter the market, you know. And I also think that if the company wants to hire perfect people with experience and everything, they should give like programs to train those people so the people can be just the way they want, you know. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's important. Here in Italy, I've heard that the government is giving programming courses
Nice.
to because for people gain experience in this area and can work. I've heard, but I didn't see anything because I think it's more a parte mais inicial. And I
Basic.
didn't see, yes, basically, and I didn't uh, search about.
Oh, got it.
But I think
What is
it's
the,
important.
sorry, you can go on.
No, I think it's important to do this kind of thing.
This kind of program, right?
Yes.
I was gonna ask, what is the programming language that you used to to work with?
Me?
Yes,
What?
like Python.
Python, more Python. I took a boot camp, Java boot camp, but I prefer Python. I learned Python in the geophysics course,
Oh, okay,
and
nice.
for data science, I think Python is the best.
I've
And
heard
you?
that. Yes, I work mostly with Ruby, Ruby, and also JavaScript. But I don't work like developing because I found a field that I like even more than developing, which is the infrastructure. So
Difficult.
like, yes, it's very difficult, but I am loving it. Like Kubernetes and Google Cloud storage, all of these things that were like very difficult for me in the past, and nowadays I found it very interesting. And it's not easy, but for me it's more easy than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
um I was gonna say that Python is like growing up again, right? We had like JavaScript being very famous in the past, like in the past 10 years, I think. And now Python is gaining more. Oh, how can I say that? It's being more popular in the market, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's very general because people that works with data science works with Python, and people that works with developing works with
Mm-hmm.
Python. It's a very good language,
Yeah.
and it's very, very easy too. I heard
Mm-hmm.
that Java is a very difficult language. Is that right? What do you think of Java?
Yes. To do a maybe do a command in Java, we need to write 3 lines, and in Python only 1 line.
Yes, it's complicated.
It's easier to learn.
All right, let's go to uh, 12. Do you want to read an answer?
Uh-huh. What are your thoughts on the importance of internships, apprenticeships, or practical experience in securing employment? I think it's great because we can have hands-on experience. I learned a lot at university, but I don't have much hands-on experience. And when I arrived at work, I thought I didn't know anything because it's a bubble. The university is a bubble. We have the all clean data, easy codes. When we go to job market, it's a mess. And for because of this, it's important to have this kind of initiatives.
Yes, I agree. And I think this kind of internships or things like that should be mandatory for teenagers, because I think we would do like our we would make better choices if we had the real life experience of the jobs. For example, I wouldn't choose environmental engineering as my primary course because I'm graduated in environmental engineering. If I know what the job offers are in the market. Do you get it what I said? Because
Yes,
my English is
yes.
very bad today.
No, no, I got it.
So yes, I think teenagers should have that kind of experience. Let's go to the last question. I think we have time for that. 13. Have you ever participated in a job fairs or recruitment events? What was your experience like? Yes, I should answer, right? I'm like here waiting for you to answer. I didn't say anything. Sorry.
You know.
I didn't participate in any fair or recruitment event. What about you?
I went to some fairs when I was in geophysics, but the course was full time, so we couldn't work, and I went only to see. And now, and no, no, I need
No,
to
you
go.
didn't.
Even if it's online, I need to go.
Yes, nowadays we have the online
Yeah.
fairs, right? That is nice. And I think also the boot camp that you took, it's a great opportunity to get jobs because people are always watching. So
Yeah.
we have to aproveitar these moments.
Yes.
All right, sent you the survey link on the chat if you can please evaluate. And hi.
Hi. What
I don't
happened?
know. No, it's just some other hosts entered the meeting. I think we have like a meeting here at 4, but that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we are in hosts right now. All right. I will see you when I see you. Have a nice week. I hope you get a job.
I
And
think you.
if I have job opportunities in my company, I know it's in Brazil, so maybe would not interest you. But anyway,
No,
I
but
found
I
you.
want. I want.
Nice. All right. So I found you on LinkedIn. I sent you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very